they often will ask for our ID. This is like the non-uniform police will be roaming around in the city, especially, and suddenly ask for your ID. Then if it says male, it's gonna put you into that van, take you overnight. I've been into that cell for so many times, probably like 30 times. It was very traumatized for me because I was this young girl who don't know what can happen to me. I used to cry every single time I been caught. The anxiety, the mental health wasn't great for me at that time. Until later on, I become very angry person. They just assume that you are soliciting anywhere. Even though I just came out from the cinema with my girlfriends and they know that I was different. They didn't ask my girlfriend's ID, but they asked for my ID. Not until I moved to Australia, I learned about trans rights. I learned about self-worth. It's like a reborn for me that we are being protected here in Australia. That's where I start to tell myself I'm not going to adapt or tolerate this discrimination in Singapore. And what can I do? Because a lot of us always, who lives in Singapore, always said this is part and parcel of when you transition. I refuse to accept that. That's where I think my activism starts when I moved here. And I want to talk more about my experience in Singapore and how we being treated. There was no justice whatsoever. When I got a radio gig, and that's where I use that platform to tell my stories and invite other transgender women, especially from Singapore, and tell their stories of what happened to them. If you chose to be a transgender woman, you will be discriminated like this with the law enforcement. I think something has to change because we are only human too. Why are we being treated like the third citizens in Singapore?